Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Life Skills with the RTC. My name is Morris Milchman, and I'm joined by Elise Adlin, and we're going to tackle what is the difference between the PCP and the IPP today.
Bum, bum, bum. All right, so
uh,
what is the PCP and what is IPP? What do those stand for?
the PCP is the person-centered plan, and I have a video about what exactly that is if you want to look it up.
Okay.
And the IPP is the individual program plan, which probably everybody who's disabled in America at least, has an IPP. Regional center is a bit unique because of the Lanterman Act, and the Lanterman Act is only in California. The Lanterman Act's main goal is to create independence within the disability community.
So I want to clarify something I learned while working with you. I work in school districts and I work in the realm of IEPs for children. So IPP comes once you turn 18 when you grow out of an IEP, correct?
That is correct.
All right.
And when I was younger, I used to have IEPs.
Right.
Now I have IPP.
Just to help those parents out. So it's basically your transition from an IEP to an
Yes.
IPP.
Yes, and the transition itself is another topic. It's a
Whole
big
other
deal.
topic. Just
Yeah.
like with that birth to 3 to the IEP also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There are three major. I'll touch on this briefly now. There are three major transitions within the regional centers disability growth system, I guess. I don't know what you call it. But there's the birth to 3 years old, like Elise said.
That's your IFSP that you would have.
Yes.
Individualized Family Service Plan. That's my area of specialty.
That's good. Because it's not mine. And that takes care of a lot of disability for parents can be very intimidating, and it's designed to help obviously the child, but also the transition of, oh, you have a disabled child now. This is what's going to happen.
And also
Um,
early intervention like speech therapy, occupational therapy, things
yeah,
where if you do early intervention, you may not have to do anything else later in life.
yeah. There are some people who only need a little bit of help to get on their way. Um, then we have the school age, and then you get started with the IEP. You have the school age children, which are like what 5 to 18.
Starts at 3.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
3 to 18. And I spent a lot of years within the system working with IEPs and what that looked like and what they tried to guide me towards. Whether that was successful or not, I guess we'll never know. And
I
then
think we should do another video on,
the
let us
transition
know, our
itself.
audience, if we want some more videos on like the whole process of IFSP, IEP, 504 plans, all of that. People who are
Ooh,
in school.
504 plans.
Yeah.
Ooh, ooh, now we're getting deep.
Yeah. We'll do another video if people are interested.
And then, but let me just cover this quickly because otherwise they'll be in suspense. Then what happens? So, after you get out of grade school, you start doing your IPPs. Once you reach independence as a non-disabled person, you are free to move out. Most people do move out, and they live on their own, and they become an independent person. In the disability world, it's a little bit different. you can be independent while still living with your family, or or your guardians or whatever. It just means that your outlook is different. You can get a job now, or you can. There's a lot more open to you as an adult with a disability when you become an adult, when you get out of high school.
So I'm going to bring us back here. So once you're in that independent place, that's when you get the IPP?
Yes.
Okay.
And
what
there's
go ahead.
Go ahead.
What happens in an IPP? Like, that's the meeting, right? Who creates this IPP plan?
In the traditional regional center system, the CSC, or the Consumer Service Coordinator,
Okay.
who is basically your social worker within the regional center. That's the easy layman's term for it. The CSC will tell you, or you should know, it's usually on your birthday, and then 6 months after, on the month of your birthday, and then 6 months after that. So, and then there are quarterlies, which are in between those times.
Okay, and then who comes to your IPP?
Okay, so that's a loaded question. You can choose who can be there, and you can choose who you don't want to be there. So the only thing you can't choose is the CSC has to be there. You have to be there.
Right.
And that's about it. After that, you can sort of decide who's there and who's not there.
And what goes into the IPP?
It's an interview, and it's based on where you are in your life at the time, where you want to be in your life next year, what you've achieved this year, what you haven't achieved this year. I really wanted to do this, but I haven't, I wasn't able to, or I thought about this and I didn't do it. I would really like to achieve that this year.
Okay.
That's the kind of thing that is talked about. It's about goals and wants and needs. You know what? I don't have anybody to help me get me dressed now that I'm living on my own. My mom is not there to help me get dressed anymore. So I need to hire somebody to help me get dressed.
So your services go in there in the same way that your services would be in the IEP. So it kind of just transitions a little differently.
That is correct. The IEP and the IPP are very similar and yet very different.
All right. So now tell us about the PCP, or person-centered plan.
Okay.
What's the difference between that and the IPP?
Person-centered plan is a product of the SDP program. I mean, you could probably have a... I'm sorry?
What's SDP? I'm keeping you on those acronyms.
Self-determination program.
Okay.
So the SDP program, unique. And one of the big things that it does is it lets an independent facilitator, you don't have to have an independent facilitator if you don't want to, but it can be very beneficial. And especially when you're transitioning from the traditional traditional regional center services to SDP, it's nearly mandatory to have a IF guide you through the process, because it's a whole new bag of beans.
And you're now functioning as an independent facilitator.
I am now an independent facilitator, yes.
So you're offering those services too. That's awesome.
I have those services available for anybody who needs them. So as we were saying, the PCP itself is a series of questions facilitated by the independent facilitator to guide you through what your wants are in life.
From what you were saying earlier on the PCP video, it sounds like it's a little more deep, right? Like
it's
really
Yes,
understanding who you are and how can we guide you to really get to who you want to be. Is that kind of where it's going?
that's a very good point. The IPP can get a little bit generic. You know
Mm-hmm.
what? This person has cerebral palsy. He is, he can use three of his limbs. He can't use a third. Most people who have three limbs three usable limbs with cerebral palsy do this or do that or have this or have that. The PCP says, "Who are you? What do you want? What do you need? What do you like?" Right? So it gets really deep. It's not a generic.
I
Um,
love that.
the
And you have,
questions can be generic, but the answers are not generic.
got it. And you have to be in self-determination program in order to get a PCP.
I mean, I'm sure you can. I mean,
But the
technically, a
PCP is
PCP is
built
just a series
for
of
that
questions.
program.
Yes, the
Okay,
PCP is designed for the self-determination program, and it
cool.
works best within the self-determination program.
Nice.
But I'm sure if you wanted to, you could find a PCP and ask those questions
Yeah,
within your IPP even.
nice. So would somebody have both an IPP and a PCP?
You have to have both
Okay.
if you're in SDP, you have to have both.
Oh, okay.
Because what happens first is you get your PCP, and your PCP leads into your IPP.
Okay.
So
So you're
all the questions that you answered in your PCP inform your IPP.
so would that independent facilitator who worked with you on the PCP be at the IPP meeting and help guide that?
They can be.
But they don't
Again,
have,
like I said earlier, sometimes people don't want an IF.
right. They
Sometimes
don't have,
people want an IF, but they only want it for the beginning.
yeah.
Um, so if you have an I'm sorry, if you have an independent facilitator and you want them, remember the IPP is very open ended as to who can come and who can't come. If you
Mm-hmm.
don't want your IF to come, then that's that. They're not going to come. If you
Got it.
want your IF to come, however, then they'll come.
Got it. Well, it sounds like the PCP really, the meetings spend so much time really digging into who you are and really helps you hone in on your own thoughts and goals that regardless of if that person's there or not, you're now going into your IPP meeting with a lot more ideas and
Yes.
maybe can
Yes.
advocate for yourself more. Cool.
Yes.
I think you covered it really well, Morris.
Well, I do have a couple more things to say that are very
Yeah, go
important.
ahead.
The IPP, in my experience, has been before SDP. The IPP meetings were a little bit intimidating.
Mm-hmm.
I found them to be sort of like a grade, like a work. What do you call it? When you have a work after a year, your why can't I think of this word? Like when the employer grades you.
Like your review, your
Review,
performance
yeah.
review.
It's kind of like a performance, exactly.
Yeah.
It can feel like a performance review. And if you don't have any allies, if you're one-on-one with your CSC, the regional center cons- person that's in charge of your account,
Yeah.
it can feel a little bit intimidating, and it can go a little bit wrong, especially if you don't have control of the meeting.
Yeah, I can see that.
And it's supposed to be your meeting.
Mm-hmm.
IPPs are your meeting. You are in control of it. You have to direct it. It's not their meeting. It's yours.
That's
So
why it's
you
nice
need
to
to
have
remember that and take
yeah.
that into account when you're in those meetings.
have some
And
advocates with you.
exactly. I always like having some advocate with me. It's usually my ex-wife, but Um, since I've met my independent facilitator, I've really wanted her to be in all my meetings. Actually, I like her being in all correspondence with with regional center because it just feels like um, there's somebody else who hears your voice.
Yeah, she gets you and she knows the system, right?
Exactly, and so I feel much safer um, because otherwise they can be like, "No, we never said that," and I can say, "Well, you know what? I have other ears who heard that too." So,
Well, and it's like going to the doctor to hear a diagnosis. You need someone else to be interpreting while
yeah,
you're getting the information. And I
exactly.
love that even though this is what you do as a profession, you still want someone else there with you to help, right? It's like the attorney who still needs an attorney. Like it's
Yeah,
important.
yeah. No,
Uh,
absolutely.
so I think it's great. Well, thanks for all the information today.
Absolutely.
Everybody, make sure you comment with, questions, what we could do better, any other questions you have or ideas for other videos. We've got a whole series coming to you, but are excited to do more.
Yeah, we have a very, very big series on the way. And I really hope this helps educate the community. And please, if you have any questions or any comments or you think my shirt needs, a different type of logo, well, no, that's not gonna happen. But
Oh, I'm your biggest critic, so.
yeah, exactly. Like and subscribe, please.
All right, see
And
y'all later.
have a great day.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.